Hey guys, welcome back. In our last video, we compared the seasonal pass to single and multi-day tickets, and in today's video, we're going to compare the Power Pass to the seasonal pass and talk about when we think you should purchase it. If you're new here, on this channel we talk about all things Halloween, Harry Potter, and theme parks. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
What's that behind your ear? Oh, beep. Okay, so this is part 2 of our series. In our last video, we talked about the seasonal pass and we compared it to single and multi-day tickets. So today's video is going to be focused on the Power Pass, and we are going to talk about some of the additional benefits that come with this. I think it's like a $60 upgrade, and when we think it makes sense to go ahead and do this upgrade.
The Power Pass comes in at $50 more than the seasonal pass, so that's going to be $354.99 for non-Florida residents and $319.99 for Florida residents. So, with the Power Pass, you get all of the benefits that come with the seasonal pass. If you didn't watch our previous video, we'll put a link up here so you can go check that out and see all of those benefits. We'll also put a link in the description to Universal's website if you just want to see them on paper.
Yeah, so I would highly suggest you go watch that entertaining video from last week.
But for your extra $50, what you get is 15% off of tickets for others. So you do get a discount off of other people's tickets with the seasonal pass, but it's only 10%.
What?
And you also get 50% off of regular daytime parking with this upgraded pass.
Okay, so let's take a breath. That was a long list of additional benefits. I know you're sitting there just like, how can I ever remember or crunch all those numbers, or how can I really decipher all this? I mean, it took Anna a long time to get through that. But, hold on, there's an additional benefit. There are less blackout dates than with the seasonal pass. They're basically the same, except for you can go to the parks in July. With the seasonal pass, all of July is blocked out. With this one, it's wide open. You can go there when it's 500 degrees. It's great. But seriously, there are situations, like we've discussed it quite a bit, that this pass does make sense as an upgrade from the seasonal pass.
Right, so we think that the biggest reason that it makes sense is if you're trying to plan a trip during July.
Yeah.
With the seasonal pass, you can't get into the parks during July, so if that's what works for your family, for your schedule, then obviously this pass makes sense over the seasonal pass, and we still think that the benefits that you get outweigh single and multi-day tickets.
Yeah, absolutely. The biggest benefit we see, and you've probably figured this out, this pass looks like it's made for Florida residents more with the parking. Right. Because if you're like us, you stay on property, the parking doesn't matter. Like the discount on parking, you're never or hardly ever going to use it.
Especially if you fly like we do.
Yeah, and so if you're a Florida resident, and especially if you're a local,
right,
this gets you into the park more often. You get a discount on parking. It's a no-brainer over the seasonal pass.
Right.
But other than that, I don't see a lot of situations where it really makes sense for someone like us who travels to the parks from a different state.
I agree. There's actually one more scenario where it could make sense, and this is if you have a large family and you're considering only buying a seasonal pass for like 1 or 2 people, because you do get that extra 5% off. So if you have several people that are traveling, it might make sense.
Even then, it'd probably be super situational, because it would only make sense if they were only coming for 1 day, because if they were coming for multiple days, it would just make sense to
buy them an annual pass.
Yeah, also buy them an annual pass. So, yeah, extremely situational, but I think it does make a lot of sense for Florida residents. So what are some of the drawbacks of this pass? It's pretty much just the blockout dates, sort of similar to the seasonal pass. You can't go January 1st through the 3rd.
Right.
You can't go during, I think, their spring break, which is like the 27th through the 13th, the March 27th through
Right.
the 13th of April. I believe those are dates. And of course, you can't go around Christmas, so the 18th through the 31st.
Right.
And that can be tough because all those dates are when a lot of people are on break. Like,
Right.
kids are out of school. That's when you take vacations. But if you're a family that generally goes on vacation in the summer is wide open with this pass.
Right.
So you do have that going for you.
Another downside that I really see with this pass is that extra $50. All that you really get for that extra $50 is the entire month of July. And if you're a non-Florida resident,
A mudblood.
unless you're just like dead set, like July is the only time all year we can visit, I just don't see when it would really make sense to purchase this over the seasonal pass because it's really just 2 extra benefits.
Yeah, and I know we've alluded to this a few times, but going in July, it's brutal. Especially right now, wearing masks and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
July, I mean, if you've ever been to Florida in July, you know, probably don't want to be in the parks. Because even if you're on Hagrid's or something, guess what? It's just 50 mile an hour, 100-degree air. I mean,
And that's also typically a really busy time
Yeah.
for the parks. I know that things are kind of crazy right now and it's kind of unknown how busy the parks are going to be, but that's why it's blocked out to the seasonal pass.
Yeah.
So that is a kind of another downside to July.
yeah, I think July is their like 3rd busiest time of the year. So
A little preview into next week's video, we're going to be talking about the Preferred Pass and compare it to the Power Pass.
power.
And there are some really great benefits that come
Yeah.
with that pass. So I know that the step up from the seasonal to the Power is not that great. It almost seems like a little bit of a letdown for that $50 extra. But when you get into the Preferred Pass, there are some really, really awesome benefits that we think are worth the money. So make sure you look out for that.
All right, guys, I guess that wraps up today's video. Kind of a short one because there's just really not that much to talk about with the Power Pass when comparing it to the Seasonal Pass. Like I said, situational. But anyways, if you have any questions about any of the annual passes, leave us a comment in the comment section down below and we will try our best to answer them.
All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. You can hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification so you get an alert every time we post a new video.
Thanks for watching. Power!